Hello again. I'm Marcus and I review some stuff, and here's another thing that I'm reviewing today. I'm reviewing Alter Bridge's new song, Wouldn't You Rather. It's going to be on their new album, Walk the Sky, which won't be out until October, around my birthday. Actually, I think they're set to release it on my birthday, which would be pretty awesome. And then they're actually coming to play here locally about a week after my birthday. So it's going to be a great birthday. Those of you who know me know that Alter Bridge is one of my favorite bands of all time. I mean, I have listened to and purchased every single one of their albums. I've seen them in concert. I've watched all their music videos. They are easily one of my favorite bands, and they have been, honestly, since I heard their very first single back in 2003, 2004, right? So, yeah, without a doubt, huge Alter Bridge fan, which simply means also that I'm going to try to be objective about what I hear, but I think that also kind of holds them to a higher standard. To me, it's like I expect whatever Alter Bridge puts out to be fantastic. So I'm really hoping this song holds up to kind of what I've come to expect from them. But I'll definitely let you guys know how I feel. If you want to request songs, as always, feel free to shoot me a comment. I'll be happy to review songs or even full albums. You just let me know what you want me to listen to, and feel free. Don't limit yourself. I will listen to any genre that you want. I'm always looking to broaden my horizons anyway. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to Alter Bridge's new song, Wouldn't You Rather. Let me get my headphones in if I can without dropping my mic. And go. Before Miles even starts singing, let me tell you, I love that guitar intro. I'm even going to take it back for a second. Again. And I love that little part. That was pretty awesome. That guitar work is fantastic. Miles and Mark always do fantastic guitar work, so love the intro. Now here's the thing that worries me. On their last album, their first single, I heard that their intro, and I was like, yo, if the rest of the song is like this, I'm gonna love this song. The rest of the song was not like that. So I'm hoping they kind of keep this same thing going here throughout the song. But let's see. So far lyrically, I think the message is pretty clear, right? Live your life to the fullest potential. Wouldn't you rather do that than to say that you regret selling yourself short? So lyrically, pretty important message, pretty relatable as well. They did bring back a bit of that guitar that I like. I even heard it there. That was pretty nice. And then during the verse, I like what they're doing with the instrumentals in the background. Not crazy about the way the chorus sounds yet, but I'll keep listening. We'll see. Pretty important there, I think. There were a few lines that I really want to stop and point out. This one right here, don't sacrifice meaning for riches that burn. I think that that might unfortunately get missed, because I think the bigger meaning of the song is follow your dreams, follow your passions. Wouldn't you rather do that than to have doubts? But I think what the song is also about is just not selling out, and I'm really cautious when people say like oh, my favorite band sold out. Like I don't like people who say stuff like that, because it's like, don't you want your favorite band to make money and being able to continue what they love doing? So I don't want to say don't sell out like in the way that we normally say it for bands. But I think what I mean here is don't sell out, as in don't give up what you want just to make a buck. Don't sacrifice a meaningful life just to make money. And then he kind of repeats that idea here. All these lessons I've learned for myself. There's no gain with the commerce of self. So again, don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself out. Really, do what you want to do. It's not all about money. A dream left for dead, now a nightmare that feels like hell, which I think is a pretty interesting line as well. There was, I think, another part I wanted to. Actually, that was about it. So, and then we hear the chorus again. I still like what they're doing instrumentally overall. Let's keep listening. Pretty good. Let's break it down here. So, again, lyrically, looking at it, from the very start, it's really all about don't sell yourself short. Live, a meaningful life. Do what you want to do. It's not all about money. That's really the whole message here. Is live your life the way you want to live it. Leave nothing on the table. Leave no regrets. live how you want to live, and don't just follow the path of money necessarily. I do like how he said, like, I've learned these lessons myself. I think it's always good when the person giving you advice has also learned that same lesson. So often we give advice about things that we have not experienced, or things that we have experienced but haven't solved ourselves either. So it's like, I think it's cool that he's like, I've learned these lessons for myself. Trust me, you don't want to like sell yourself short. You don't want to sell out for money. You know what I mean? So lyrically, very relatable. It's something that we all have to go through. We have to make choices, and we want to make choices that are always going to benefit us, our families, our friends, etc. Right? So we're faced with those choices sometimes between money and passion, and when those two things can line up, it's even better. So I think super relatable here. Lyrically, pretty simple, I would say. Actually, I say simple. Some of the lines in here are really clever. Like this one, there is no gain worth the commerce of self. Like, that's a pretty complex thing there, honestly. Like, he could just as easy said, like, I don't know, something else. But I think the way some of these lines are written are actually pretty neat, just from like a wordplay standpoint. And like I said, that other one, don't sacrifice meaning for riches that burn. That one's a fairly simpler line, but has a lot of meaning. So lyrically, I think it's on point. I think it's relatable. I have no problem with the lyrics. I did think the chorus was a little simplistic. Wouldn't you rather live from the heart, a life that will matter, to be lived from the start? It works. It's just a little simplistic for me. Instrumentally, I love the guitar, which, again, Mark and Miles always do great on the guitar. And not to discount drums and bass either. I mean, everyone in this band is at the top of their game, in my opinion. But those guitar parts, especially at the beginning, like, that part was fantastic. And then they put the little flourishes in there. I think that really added a lot to the song. So I also like the heaviness of it. Having listened to Alter Bridge for as long as I have, they didn't start out as a heavy band. They had some heavy songs even in the first album, but I know it was huge, like when AB3 came out, and it was like, this is the heavy Alter Bridge album, and it certainly was. And then I felt like Fortress even upped that heaviness, which I really like. I like when Alter Bridge goes heavy. I think they do it really well. And then, I think they got away from it a little bit in The Last Hero. There's definitely still some of those elements there, don't get me wrong. So I'm liking that they're going a little heavy with this song. I like the heavy instruments behind it. As many of you know, I listen to a lot of hard rock, heavy metal, rock and roll. I'm all about it. So, but I like a little bit of heaviness. So I'm hoping they keep that up. I think, on every album they typically also have a ballad of some sort. So I'll be on the lookout for that as well. But I like the heaviness of it. Like I said, I like when Alter Bridge does heavy. I'm hoping, honestly, as some of you may know who followed the band, Miles released a solo album recently. Mark Tremonti released a solo album recently. Mark's was like super heavy, which I really enjoyed. I mean, Bringer of War is one of my favorite songs right now. And Miles released one that's more folksy, more, singer-songwriter, personal, which I also really loved. I think both of those albums were huge for me. They were fantastic, and they're in my rotation. But I'm hoping that with Alter Bridge, they go more in that direction of Mark Tremonti's style on A Dying Machine, and really his work with Tremonti, the band Tremonti. I hope they go a lot heavier with those heavy guitars, because I really appreciate that about Alter Bridge. But what I believe about Alter Bridge is that they're also pretty versatile. I can see them going in many different ways, and I'm hoping that this album, they'll show us a little bit of something new. To me, this track, the guitar sounded really good, not like anything I've necessarily heard on the Alter Bridge record before, but as a song, it sounded kind of, it sounded like what Alter Bridge does. It sounded very Alter Bridge, I'm hoping they'll mix it up going further in the album, but you know, it's still good. It's listenable. It's got a good listenability. The guitar's, like I said, nice and heavy, and I like the flourishes that they throw in there. The guitar solo, I'm not sure if it was Mark and Miles in the guitar solo. It was just a Mark solo, but the solo was good. The solo was real good. I always love me a good guitar solo. To me, this is an average Alter Bridge song, although I will listen to it repeatedly because of those guitars, honestly, and then for some of the lyrics and the verses. So instrumentally, fantastic. Lyrically, it's there, you know. Miles, I think, is always a good singer, no matter what he's singing, no matter who he's playing with. He is fantastic. My favorite, I'll be honest with you, he's my favorite vocalist there is. I mean, bar none. So it's hard for me to say that anything was wrong with his performance. Other than, like I said, maybe the writing, the lyrics could have been a little bit more complex in certain places, but he does a fine job as always. And then, like, listenability, you know, it's a pretty good song as far as listenability goes. I think it has some replay value for sure. Again, I think the relatability of it kind of helps it out a little bit. But because it is kind of standard Alter Bridge fare, I do see some people maybe getting tired of it until the next single comes out. You know, before the next single comes out. So overall, I'll give it a thumbs up. I'm not fawning over it like I have maybe some of the other songs that you've seen me review on this channel, but also don't dislike it. I think it's a good song. I think it's solid. It's going to go right on my playlist. We're going to jam out until we get the next single. So pretty excited for that, by the way. I hope that comes out soonish. I know they just released this one, but it'd be nice to get another one, you know, as soon as possible. But October, like, seems so far away now, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to support the artist, make sure you listen to their music, Spotify, Apple, wherever you find it. Go check out their YouTube channel. I'll post links in the description to what I can. If you want to hear me review anything in particular, any songs, albums, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to hear. Otherwise, I'm Marcus. I've reviewed some stuff, as you've seen. Hopefully you'll join me for the next one. Bye. See ya. Adios. Peace out.